We're going to start with question 19. I'll give you a minute to solve the question. Okay, so for question 19, we have if we have two equations and we're asked to find the two solutions for x. So we have y equals -2 and then y plus 11 equals x squared. So we just plug in. So -2 for y plus 11 equals x squared. And -2 plus 11 is just 9 equals x squared. So to just take the square root of both sides, and we get square root of 9 is 3 equals plus or minus x squared, which means that the solution, sorry, not x squared, plus or minus x. So that means that the correct answer is -3 and 3. Because 3 is the positive answer of x, and 3 is also the negative answer of x. So that would mean positive and -3. So correct answer is D. Okay, question 20. Okay, so for question 20. The energy produced is in different trophic levels. On average, 10% is transferred to the next trophic level. If prime producers have 5,000, so this bottom layer is 5,000. How much is available to secondary consumers in calories? So how much is available here? And we're given the conversion ratio. So we're told that 10% is transferred to the next trophic level. So that means primary consumers have 500 and secondary consumers have 50. So we now need to convert these 50 joules into calories. So what we just do is 50 divided by the conversion ratio, which is 4.18. So 50 divided by 4.18, which you can just put this into your calculator if you want, but 50 divided by 4.18 is equal to 11.9617. So the correct answer is answer choice A, 11.96. Okay, question 21. Okay, so for question 21, it's just asking us about a fundamental identity of, what's it called? Square roots, or just taking the square something or cube or something of a number. So in this case, the identity is that x um, to the power of e over a. So in this case, the bottom value is always what you're square rooting by, and the top value is always what you're exponentiating by. So this is the just identity that you need to have known. So correct answer is C. Okay, question 22. Okay, so for this question, It says the graph above models the speed during the first 5 minutes of travel. What is the total distance traveled from 1 to 4 minutes? So in this case, to find it's called distance when we're given speed and time. Well, the distance is just the area under the speed and time graph. So we're asked from 1 to 4, so we just have to find the area of this, and this. So we just have to find the area of that. So to find the area of that, we have a change of 3, and we have a height of 0.5. So we just take 0.5 times 3, which is equal to 1.5. So the correct answer is N choice B. Okay, question 23. Okay, so for question 23. In the figure above, sine of 90 minus x is 12 over 13. So in this case, 90 minus x, well, 90 is this right angle, and x is this angle. So sine of 90 minus x would mean that it's sine of the only angle that is left, which would be this. So sine of this angle, sine is SOH is opposite over the hypotenuse. So that would be opposite is 12, and the hypotenuse would be 13. And now we're asked to find the value of sine x. So sine x is opposite is, let's call this value y, over the hypotenuse, which is 13. So we have y over 13, where y cannot equal 12, because 12 is this value here. So in this case, it'd be 5 over 13. I mean, a way we can find y is just doing 13 squared equals 12 squared plus y squared. And in this case, we'll just get 169 equals 144 plus y squared, which would get us 25 equals y squared, which is equal to 5 equals y. So in this case, we would get 5 over 13. So correct answer is B. Okay, question 24. Okay, so for question 24, we have speed equals 9.8 times the time. Um, in this case, 9.8, I mean, I'm sure if you've studied physics, you know that this is just gravity. So, what is the best interpretation of 9.8 in this context? Well, we have speed equals 9.8 t. In this case, that would be that every time t increases by 1, the speed increases by 9.8. So, um, which of the following is the interpretation of 9.8? Well, that's how much speed changes by the increase in speed every second. So that would be instantaneous speed. The speed in meters when the object hits the ground is not correct. The speed t seconds after it is dropped. Well, we don't know what the initial speed is. So no, the initial speed, well, we don't know what the initial speed is. So this is just the increase in speed, which is also known as gravity, 9.8. Anyway, question 25. Okay, so for question 25, we're asked to find basically for us to find the percent change. So in this case, how you'd find percent change is that you just do the new number divided by the old number. So we just take 6.3 divided by 5.6, which would get us 1.125. And then we're asked for the percent change, which is increase or decrease. So in this case, if we had 100%, that would just mean that we would get the exact same number again using the way we did our calculations. So if we want to find increase or decrease, we just have to subtract 1, which would just equal 0.125. And then now we have to convert this decimal into a percentage. So we just multiply by 100, which would get us 12.5%. So the correct answer is in choice D. Okay, question 26. Okay, so question 26, we have two equations and we're asked to find the y value of the solution in terms of A. So for this question, uh, first thing, let's just get rid of x first. So how we do that would just be uh, A minus y equals 5x, which is just this top equation, A minus y equals 5x. And then we just divide both sides by 5. We get A minus y over 5 equals x. And then we can substitute that into the bottom problem. So then we just get negative 3 times A minus y over 5 minus 2y equals 5. And then we can just multiply out, which would get us negative 3a minus, and this would become a plus. So negative 3a plus 3y over 5 minus 2y equals 5. Then we need to get all the y's to have the same denominator, so I can add these. So this would just become negative 3a plus 3y over 5 minus 2y times 5. So this would just become 10y. 10y over 5, because 10 over 5 is just 2, so this is the same thing, equals, and then this would also have to be over 5, so this is just going 5 squared over 5. And then now, since all of this is over 5, we can just ignore all of that, which would then, because all this is over 5, so if we just multiply the entire equation by 5, we could get rid of all of that. So now we just have negative 3a plus 3y minus 10y equals 5 squared, which is just 25, so now we just have to find this in terms of y by itself. So 3y minus 10y is 7y. So we have 3 negative 3a minus 7y equals 5 squared. Um, negative 3a. And then we have to swap the position of these. So we subtract 5 squared. So we just subtract 25 equals, and then we add 7y to both sides. So that would just be 7y. And then we just have to divide both sides by 7. So we'd get negative 3a minus 25 divided by 7 equals what? So that means that the correct answer is answer choice A. Any questions? Okay. Uh, question 27. Okay, so for question 27, we're given a graph. We're asked to find which of the following has the x and y coordinates of the vertex as convex. Basically, what it's asking is to convert this form, equation form, into vertex form. So vertex form, how it looks like is that we have like y, and then we have y equals, and then we have some sort of x plus or minus some value. I guess I'll just call this a, and then squared, and then we have plus or minus some constant. This is vertex form, uh, where A is the x value left to right, and then C is the y value up or down. So in this case, which of these following is in vertex form? That would just be A. We have x minus 3, so A is just negative 3, and then C is just negative 25. The rest of these are not in vertex form even. So we don't actually have to solve this in this scenario. Sometimes they give two equations in vertex form, in which case then we'd have to solve to find out which equation is the same. But in this case, you don't have to. And also to solve, you can just plug it into your calculator and see which one has the same graph. Okay, question 28. Okay, so question 28. We're asked to find the median compute times and compare them. So in this case, the median compute time is given as 35. That's the median. This is the 25 percentile. This is the 75 percentile. This is the minimum value. This is the maximum value. And then for the other survey, we have to find the median. In this case, it would just be uh, 10, 10, 5, 12, 11. And this would be like minus 5. So in this case, the median would be about 30. So you just take 35 minus 30 is equal to 5. Median difference is 5. Our answer choice C. Okay. And question 29. If anyone has any questions, they can just type it in chat. Okay, but for this question, I hope y'all can actually see this. I had to zoom out quite a bit. But this question, which of the following could represent mere survey results, which is this. Well, in this case, we already figured out that the median is 30, which all of these answers actually have the median is 30. Um, the minimum value in this case would be 15. So this is way below 15. This is 15. This is 15. And okay, and then the maximum value is at 45. So this is way above. This is at 45. This is at 45. This is at 45. Okay. Now we need to figure out where 25% of data is. So in total, how many people did he survey? Uh, well, I guess we could just add up all these numbers. I'm assuming it's written here though. 85 employees. So in total, they surveyed 85 employees, and we need to find the middle 50%. That would be about 40, 42. So 27, 37, 47. Okay, so the middle 50% would be between these three categories. So from 25 to 35 is the middle 50%. So in this case, from 25 to 35, so correct answer is B, but in this case, it would just be from 20, no. And in this case, it would be from 20 to 40, so no. So the middle 50% in this case would be from 25 to 35. Okay, question, question 30. Okay, so question 30. We're asked to find the coordinate P given two lines that are perpendicular. So in this case, uh, we can actually find the slope of line L. We have the origin and then we have 4, 3. So that means it goes right 4 and up 3. That means the slope is going to be 3/4. So in this case, since line K is perpendicular, its slope would be the opposite of the inverse. So that would just be -4/3. Or we flip these two and then we also make the sign the opposite. So if that's the slope, we need to find what is the x coordinate of point P. Well, in that case, we could find it just based on the fact that y is equal to 0. So this would just be P comma 0. So we just need to find out where -4/3 times some value is equal to 3. So in this case, we just take 3 and divide by -4/3, which would just get us 2.25. So it gets C equals 2.25. So that would just mean we would have to add that value to the original. So 4 plus 2.25 is equal to 6.25. So in this case, the correct answer would be D. Okay, question 31. Okay, so for question 31, we have 1 centimeter is 16 centimeters in the actual skeleton. If we have the actual length be 184, what is the length of the model? Well, then we just take 184 and we divide by 16, which is equal to, uh, I think that would be 11.5, right? Yeah, that's 11.5. Okay, so the correct answer is 11.5. You could have also put 23/2 as an answer, and they would have accepted that as well. But I write decimals. in this case. All right, question 32. Okay, so for question 32, how many cups can be filled? If we have 10 gallons of water, 1 gallon is 128 fluid ounces. In this case, we just take the conversion ratio and we multiply. So we have 10 gallons, we just have 1280 fluid ounces. And then we just take that number and we divide by 8 because each cup is 8 fluid ounces. Uh, when we do that, we would get 1280 divided by 8 is 160 cups. So the correct answer is 160. Okay, question 33. Okay, so for question 33, we have two triangles, and we're asked what is the measure of angle L. Well, we know that L is A, M is B, and N is C. That's how you figure it out. So um, we have L is A, M is B, and N is C. I mean, you could actually use the trig identities, but because of how these are written, it's kind of just obvious. So L and A are both 48 degrees. Uh, M and B are both 88 degrees, and C is 44 degrees. So we're asked what is the measure of angle L? Well, that'll just be 48 degrees. Okay, question 34. Okay, so for question 34, the best way is to just put this into Desmos. So if you were to put, I don't really have time, I have 1 minute, so I'm not going to actually do it, but I'm just going to show you what you'd get. You'd get a graph where one of them would be like this. It would be going through the origin, and the other graph would be like this. The intersection point, well, I mean, this is 5, and then this would be about 3. And then the intersection point would be at 2.5, 1.5. So it asks what is the value of A over B? That would just be 2.5 over 1.5, which would just be 1.6 repeating, which simplifies into 5/3. So that's the correct answer. Okay, and it's 11:30, so